Things have been going pretty well. We're doing really well on our group stage. We'll show you that here in a minute. And we're still fighting for a top four spot in La Liga. That could change today, though, as we're playing one really good team and one team that's been kind of our Achilles heel this entire save. My name's FM20. It's time to get Réal. So, this is where we're at currently. We're winning, mostly, with the exception of the loss at Leganes. We won at Ajax, and then we were away at Zaragoza, and we won 2-0, thanks to a goal by Smokovic and Matasevic. I think this was the game we played after the Ajax game. So, against Osasuna, we utterly threw this game away. They got a 92nd minute extra time goal. We were 4-1 up at 57 minutes in. They got a goal in the 64th, the 77th, and then Coindretti got a miracle. Well, I'm going to call it a miracle goal, but it's enough time. Frankly, all extra time goals in FM seem to be miracle goals, the past two versions. And they clawed the drawback. We got our revenge by turning around and going to Alaves and thumping them 3-0. Israel with a goal, Charles Lee Mathis a goal, Matasevic a goal. We then were home against Ajax, and we beat them 3-1 thanks to a brace of goals by Sutter and a Fabian goal in the 72nd minute. Today, we're playing Real Madrid in Cadiz, who have been kind of our bogey team since we started this save. Madrid, at the moment, is currently 1 point behind us. Valencia, I don't want to say they're running away with the league, but they're doing really, really well. Barcelona's in 6th. They've lost another game. And this is just what's boggling my mind here. If we go to Barcelona and we look at their transfer history for this year, they brought in $127 million. They brought in 127 million euros worth of players. They got in Alejandro Mendoza. I'm just going to highlight over the little I here. He's a defensive right back who is pretty good. No, they didn't spend a bunch of money on Spazov. They spent a decent amount of money on Lautaro Velasquez, who is a defensive center back. And then Luca Pellegrini, defensive left back. They spent 35 million euros on. So they essentially replaced 3 of their back 4, and they've gotten 4 losses out of it. So it's been interesting. Currently, with 12 games played, Jeremy Sutter leads us with 11 goals and a 7.61 rating. Adani Alonso, 7 assists. He also has 2 players of the match. Firmin Malo has 2 players of the match, and so does Jeremy Sutter. Firmin Malo has shown up on the training reports you get weekly as the highest rated guy in training. And I didn't realize until I praised him for his training performance, and he said, "Dear God, not this again," or the FM equivalent. "You've been praising me so much, it's starting to not have an effect." And essentially, I had to lay off and not praise him as much anymore. So he's turning into a find, that's for sure. And he's performing really, really well. So we're playing Madrid today, and then we're playing Cadiz, and they are currently in 11th place. So they've been kind of our bogey team this save, where we don't seem to trip against them. They just always seem to give us their A game, and lately their A game's been fairly good, because mostly we have our B- game, and it really kind of throws us. So we got Madrid coming up. I'm going to go check my best 11, set the reserves, and I'm going to come back with that match in just a bit. So Charles Lee Mathis twisted his knee. He's out for a week. The other thing that's really kind of hurting us this match is we played Ajax on the 7th, and now it's the 10th. So the nice thing is I've got a fairly rotated side of quality players on the field. The bad news is I've got a fairly rotated side of quality players on the field. And I got a couple guys who are kind of on the low side of 90, upper 80s that I'm starting, but we'll see how that goes. But we got Seferovic in goal, Mahmoud, Barnabashvili, Joubert, and Ale as the defensive back 4. Malo and Alonso as the midfielders. Harold and Israel as the attack midfielders. Matasevic and Sutter up top as the strikers. One thing I am doing a little bit differently today, Alonso is playing deep line playmaker. Malo is a really good center mid on support. So we're going to see how he does with that against a very quality team. I had 3 players. I had I had 2 players. I had Sirac and Ale come to me complaining about playing time, and then Mathis wants a new contract. I told Mathis, wait till the end of the season. And he wasn't having any of it. And I'm like, I've got Ronnie Harold sitting on the bench waiting to take your spot. Camavinga. Back out to Militao. He holds it up. Over to Verscheren in the box. Crosses and shoots it very wide left. About a half hour in. Not a real exciting game in terms of highlights. Verscheren in swinger. And it's headed over the crossbar by the number 4 player who I don't know. That was Jolie. God, this guy. He is an absolute beast. Alonso. Back to Joubert. Over to Alonso. Up to Israel. I got a cough. Malo. Matasevic. Back to Alonso. Up to Harold. Knocked away. Antony. Sorry for the break and play there. Israel. Errant pass. Headed it. Sutter. Tried sliding in. Jolie knocks away. Barnabashvili to Alonso. To Malo. Up to Matasevic. Feet. Sutter. Oh, nice shot. Nice stop by the keeper. Hernandez. Jay Hernandez. 25 years old. Yeah, okay, he's pretty good. And we're going to the half on a 0-0 draw. We've had 1 shot, 1 on target. They've had 6 shots, 1 on target. I'm okay with that. Yeah, Malo has made a lot of mistakes today. So we're going to get him off. We're going to actually make a couple of changes here. Malo's going to come off. Fabian's going to come on and switch with Alonso. Alonso is going to become the box-to-box midfielder. Israel's going to come off, and Resnicek's going to come on, and we'll hold our last sub for the next 15 minutes or so. Joubert, Resnicek sends it in. Oh, Sutter heads it, but it's just wide right. Everybody's having a sub-6-7 game, it seems. Verscheren takes the shot, but it bounces off Joubert. Resnick gets the carom, drives forward. It's 3-on-2. Instead, he looks like he's going to go 1-on-1. He loses it. Verscheren knocks it out of bounds. That is a guy who's trying to do too much. If you're trying to impress me, you would have impressed me more by crossing the ball. Mahmoud bombs it forward. That was a misplay. Verscheren over to Valverde. Back to Verscheren. Morgan rounds the defender. Oh, Seferovic, a nice stop. Okay, we got 10 minutes left. Harold's not having the best game, but I don't... you know what I do? Smokovic. I don't have Smokovic on the bench. I do, however. We're going to swap him with Sutter, because Sutter can play the left. And then we're going to bring Maria on up top. Resnicek gets the loose ball, drives forward. He's got help. Is he going to use it? No, he ran. Put your foot in the dribble. If they score off of it, Jesus. H. Oh, offsides. Whew. Dodged a bullet there. Our last chance. Joubert. Back to Fabian. Over to Alonso. Out to Resnicek. Back to Barnabashvili. To Fabian. Matasevic. Top of the box. And he skies it. Hard shot just above the corner. But... oh, Alonso. Why are you setting up a free kick like that? Oh, got headed over the crossbar. I thought he was going to get sent off for a professional foul or something like that. I'll take a 0-0 draw. Blow the whistle, ref. Blow the whistle, ref. Ugly game all around. They had 12 shots, 5 on target. We had 6 and 2. Neither side really wanted to. We didn't get lucky with the offsides there. He was offsides, but... now we got Cadiz coming up. And Mahmoud is jaded. Could do with some rest. Well, let's rest you for 5 days in. Because today is the 10th. We got Cadiz coming up on the 24th. So a bit of a break. Oh, it's the international break. Totally missed that. Well, we'll be back in a while with our game against Cadiz. Back in a few. Well, the international break went pretty well in that no one came back injured. Israel is starting for the under-21 Spanish squad, got his first international goal. Matasevic got his first international goal for Croatia. And everyone else did a pretty solid job as well. So today we've got Seferovic in goal, Sirac, Barnabashvili, Joubert, and Fernandez as the defensive back four. Milo and Alonso as the midfielders. Mathis and Resnicek as the attacking midfielders. Matasevic and Sutter up top as the strikers. Henry on the throw into Fontaine. Back to Henry. It's by Sirac. Henry centers it in. Andone heads over the crossbar. Sirac wanted more playing time. Came to me, asked me for more playing time. So I'm giving him more playing time. And he's rewarding me with play like that. So we'll see what happens. Sirac to Malo. Forward. Pass to Resnicek, who loses the ball. Oh, he gets it back. Holds it up. Centers it back to Alonso. Over to Malo. Back to Alonso. Feeds Resnicek. And it goes right to Fraguas. Because he was offsides. Okay. Malo picked up a yellow card. Sirac with the free kick. Sends it up into space for Mathis to run down. He holds it up, crosses it in. Sutter is there and scores. This guy's been a find. 12 goals. For a guy brought in to be my third striker, he is having an third or fourth striker, depending on him and Smokovic. He is having an absolutely fabulous season. Just sitting in front of the goal. No way Fraguas is going to stop that. Unless Sutter kicked it right at him, which, frankly, is a possibility. You never know. Corner kick in. Resnicek. Knocked away. Malo back and forth. Crowd. Oh, knocked away. Can Barnabashvili get there? He can. And the highlight ends. And it looks like Resnicek has bruised his knee, but he's coming back. We'll get him off of the half. Well, you know what? We'll get him off now. It's 30 minutes in. We have Israel on the bench. I was hoping to give him a break because we got Madrid coming up in 3 days. International break, Cadiz. 2 days off, game against Inter Milan. It's going to be interesting. Réal sends it in. Joubert up to Alonso. Over to Mathis, to Matasevic. Up to Sutter, who got by the defender. Loses it in front of the keeper. In the crowd, knocked away. Sirac, what are you doing? "13 shots, 6 on target for us. They've had 1 shot, none on target. We've had some defensive mistakes that are just really starting to annoy me. Mathis has a grump on because he wants a new contract, and then all of a sudden there's like 5 teams interested in him. Sutter gets the ball back off the misplay and shoots it just wide right. Holy cow, we're in first place. That won't last. About 65 minutes in, we're going to make a couple changes here. We're going to get Malo off and bring on Fabian. Switch him and Alonso. And that's going to be the only change we make right now. And then maybe 75, 80 minutes, we'll make one last change. Alonso in the crowd. And was somebody fouled? Somebody was fouled. Who's taking this? Matasevic is. Off the post, and he can't get it, and Sutter can't get there in time. Corner kick, Alonso. Sends it in. Lukac knocks it away. Sutter runs it down. He's dispossessed by Chidera, though, up to Fontaine, who misplays the ball. Sirac got in front of him, but doesn't go back to get the ball. Now Fontaine has it. Sirac tackles him, dispossesses him. Now he gets involved. Okay. Some good defensive play there. We can get Fernandez off and bring on Ale, who's also getting his grump on because he's not getting agreed upon playing time, which he's probably correct there. Sirac on the throw-in to Alonso. Over to Fabian, up to Matasevic. Feeds Sutter. Oh, he took the shot. He really didn't have any choices. I could see why he did it, but the keeper was in front of him, too big a target. There was no way he was going to get around. Matasevic sends it in. Keeley knocks it down. Fabian Top of the box to Alonso. Back to Fabian to Alonso. Who's dispossessed, but he runs down the ball and the highlight ends. Henry on a throw-in to Chidera. Crosses it in. Escobar off the post. It was a laser of a shot. Fontaine's going to run that down. And it can just get kicked out of bounds. They've got another chance. Martin on the throw-in to Nakala. I don't know what the heck was going on there, but Alonso is tackled. And we escape with a 1-0 victory against Cadiz. 22 shots, 10 on target, 4-1. A couple of very blah games, to be honest with you. There's not really a lot you can say about that. We are top of La Liga for the time being. Mathis shines. He has the assist. I'm going to praise him. He's going to work hard and continue to try and impress me, but he's mad because I haven't given him a new contract. I told him to wait till the end of the season. Although, all of a sudden, he's 4-star current, but you know what? We're going to save the game here. We'll come back and take a look. Okay, this is Mathis. He is now 4-star current ability, 4-star potential ability. This is new. I don't remember this popping up any time the last few times I looked at him, and it could be me. I'll be the first to admit it. I could blame the bifocals, but I'd just be kidding myself. He doesn't like important matches, but now, of course, he's also wanted by Beijing Guan in China, Lille, Milan, Granada, and TSG Hoffenheim. Part of me is tempted just to put him out there in the January transfer window to see what we get for him. Especially if he's going to keep pitching a grump about wanting a new contract. I'm happy to play Smokovic over there on the left and bring Réal in off the bench still. So, we'll see what happens. In our Champions League group, we are currently in second place because why? Man United beat Ajax and Inter beat us the first round. The second round, we drew Man United. Ajax drew Inter. The third round, we beat Ajax. Inter and Milan drew. The fourth round, Inter beat Man United. We beat Ajax. We've got Inter coming up. We need a draw at the very least, and we need some help from Ajax to draw Man United again. I could have just gone over here and looked. They lost against Inter. They drew against us in Inter, and they beat Ajax. Ajax hasn't beat anybody. They've drawn Inter, and they've lost to everyone else. We've got Inter coming up in 3 days, and I'm not playing that because the last Champions League match we're going to play is going to be, of course, against Man United. You can't write a script like this. No one would believe you. So we are going to come back for... who's better at the moment? Villarreal or Betis? Villarreal is. Where's Betis? Oh, Betis is really falling off. Okay, well, we're going to play Villarreal and Man United. And chances are our European finishing is going to be on the line here. So, a couple of blah games. The draw against Madrid was nice in terms of not losing, but as a game, it was boring. There wasn't a lot going on. The Cadiz game, we should have probably won by a little bit more or lost entirely, seeing as how they really came on the last half. We squeaked out a 1-0 win and just... I don't know. We seem to be playing down to the level of our opponents. Against good teams, we're playing good. Against bad teams, we're playing bad. And if you look at the results like Osasuna and Sociedad, there's an element of truth in that. And we need to get away from it. We need to start winning all the time. We're in first place in La Liga. And it's rarefied heights. I don't expect to hold on to it. The goal this year's top 4. That's all I'm looking for. If, by some miracle, we manage to get first place, I will be as shocked and surprised as anybody else. So, because I think we're still a year or two away, especially when you got Barcelona and Madrid going out there spending money like it's water and they have an endless supply, which, based on the amount of money they pull in from advertising and everything like that, they kind of sort of do. So, we're going to be playing catch-up. I got some nice youth players coming in the January transfer window. Looks like maybe more than a few mainstays could be leaving as well, depending on the offers we get for them. What am I looking at transfer budget-wise? I got 88 million euros in the bank and about $1 million in payroll to spend. So Yeah, we can do a few things, and we just might. If you did like what you seen or heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content, questions, criticism, comments. Leave those down below. I will answer those as fast as I can. My name is FM20.